This is Gigi. She comes by the name Decapterus macrosoma, but is commonly called as round scads or galunggung. Gigi is just one of the thousands of fish species present in the seas of Southeast Asia. Let's take a closer look at the Philippines. Gigi and its other fish friends are the primary sources of animal protein for Filipinos. Each Filipino consumes an estimate of 37 kilograms of fish and fishery products a year. The fishery sector contributes significantly to the national economy, food security, nutrition, employment, and livelihoods in the Philippines. However, the rate and scale of depletion of fishery resources and degradation of fishery habitats pose a threat not only to Gigi and its friends, but to the Filipino people and the Asian region at large. In the last 10 years, we have witnessed the decline in the total area of critical habitats such as seagrass, coral reefs, and mangroves. While most of our fishing grounds show signs of overfishing due to unsustainable fishing practices. This alarming decline of catch from coastal and marine waters tells us that something must be done, as millions of lives depend on it. So, what can be done to help Gigi, its aquatic friends, and their habitats? Enter the Fisheries Refugia. In the ASEAN context, the Fisheries Refugia is defined as spatially and geographically defined marine or coastal areas in which specific management measures are applied to sustain important fish species during critical phases of their life cycle for their sustainable use. The two most critical stages of Gigi's life cycle are: first, when it's laying eggs or spawning, and second, when it's still a juvenile, a stage when it's still young but not yet fully mature. Protecting this critical life stage of fishes through necessary fisheries management interventions is where the focus of the Fisheries Refugia lies. Through the Fisheries Refugia, we can address two categories of overfishing: the recruitment overfishing and the growth overfishing. Recruitment overfishing is when we catch more of the spawning population, while growth overfishing is when we catch more juvenile fishes, thus denying them the chance to spawn, reducing the number of young fishes who will grow, lay eggs, and sustain the next generation. As a management tool, the Refugia not only hopes to protect juveniles and spawners, but also gives emphasis on the function of habitats to the life cycle of different fish species, with the end goal of sustaining fisheries resources that are important to the food security and livelihood of coastal communities. So, what can we do to support the Fisheries Refugia initiative? The local government units and fishing communities play a big part in addressing overfishing and reducing the rates of loss of habitats and biodiversity due to fishing. For the Philippines, the pilot sites are Masinloc, Zambales, Bolinao, Pangasinan, and Coron, Palawan. For local governments, important decisions have to be made and enforced, like adopting plans and measures to provide a favorable environment where juveniles can mature, spawn, and multiply. Interventions to provide protection to the fisheries and habitat must also be implemented at the grassroots level. For this, we need the support of the fishing communities in taking conscious effort to rebuild the fishery stock and conserve coastal habitats. Individually, we can help protect and conserve the Fisheries Refugia. First, let us take time to better understand our resources. By pursuing research on our resources to best understand how to protect them. Second, help us spread the word and advocate the importance of sustaining our fishery resources and threats brought by overfishing. Finally, be an agent of change. Doing the simplest things to protect the Refugia sites, such as reusing, reducing, and recycling and keeping our waters clean, will go a long way. Together, let us give Gigi and its friends a chance to flourish and produce more fishes in the future. Help protect the Fisheries Refugia. Our and our future generations' food security and survival depends on it.